You don't realize that you could actually be making a difference in some person's life by just doing something very small and very simple.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
The following is an excerpt from the Brain Gain Youngstown Leadership Series. The new podcast features conversations with local leaders who are focused on building a culture of entrepreneurship and promoting workforce development.
Now, did you, at the time, say when you were growing up, and we often ask our guests, did you think you'd be doing this as a child when you're kicking around Brookfield? Do you even have any idea?
That's the problem when people keep asking me that. What can I do to prepare for this? Absolutely nothing. I had no idea. My original thing I wanted to be was a radio DJ. And I actually did that and worked at in the region WWIZ when it was there, WOKG when it was there, Z Magic when it was there. And so I wanted to be a disc jockey. And so started down that path and then probably had maybe 10 majors. Like I said before, Dr. Sabota got his hands on me and showed me that this could be a path. So I had absolutely no idea. I always had a liking for science and math. It was something I was always good at, but it wasn't something I knew or thought I could make a career in, particularly a career that wasn't just like being a professor. And so it was a way of getting into a space and then sort of maneuvering around and taking advantage of opportunities as they come up. But I would have never guessed I'd be doing this in a philanthropy.
Okay. So then the role of an educator in your life was extremely impactful, right? So that one person, there's that, one person that kind of got you off in that direction. And then obviously you had to work hard to get there. But
he was the one in college, and there was one in junior high school. And you may remember his name. His name was Mr. DeGiulia.
Math teacher.
He was a math
Fantastic.
teacher. Exactly. He was a math teacher. And he gave me a love and appreciation for math that I didn't have prior to that. And so between him and Dr. Sabota, they're the ones who really set me on this course. And like I said, I thought in order to do something, you needed to be a professor. And so I kept going to school, because it was a way at that point in time, you could actually have a fellowship, and it was like a career to go to school. But if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing.
Absolutely. Yeah, a middle school math teacher. I believe he was 7th grade math, if I remember correctly.
He was 7th grade math. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Tough. Hard. He was tough from what I recall. Very demanding.
Mm-hmm.
But
very demanding, but fair. And also, I think he was one of the first to set expectations, I think. And, I'm a firm believer that, you either set expectations high or low, and your people are going to end up meeting those. And so it was that expectation setting to him that the difficulty didn't matter, because he wanted you to do well, and he would take you on the journey as long as you were willing to go on it. And he was amazing.
Right. Now, in your work today, day to day, you refer back to Mr. DeGiulia or Professor Sabota as far as your leadership style and philosophy today?
I would say yes. From a mentorship perspective and from an empowering people perspective. So I'm 100% believer that in personal relationships and in hiring good people and empowering good people. And so they were the ones who taught me that even that smallest thing, that thing you could think of, when someone asks you something, you do it if you can. When someone asks you for your time, you do it if you can, because that could mean so much to those people. And it's what I said. I gave the commencement address at YSU a couple of years ago, and it was that thing we talked about. Professor Sabota again, and it was, you don't realize that you could actually be making a difference in some person's life by just doing something very small and very simple, and having the ability to focus, what I do on that and focus on people. I found, at least for me, I think it works very well.
The interview you just watched is an excerpt from the Brain Gain Youngstown Leadership Series. The new podcast features conversations with local leaders who are focused on building a culture of entrepreneurship and promoting workforce development. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell for notifications. And also make sure to connect with us on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. For all of your business news, visit businessjournaldaily.com. For all of your arts and entertainment news, go to afterhoursyoungstown.com.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
I like a bank that's a pillar in my community.
I like a bank so cutting edge, they have a lab branch.
We are so alike.
Well, we do both bank at Farmers National Bank.
Farmers.
Stand strong.